I'm lucky to be alive. At least that's what people keep telling me. Now, there's two reasons why I'm lucky to be alive. One of them, kind of a joke. Second one, not so much. So let's begin with the kind of a joke one. It's more of a side story. I decided to include it simply because it's not long enough to warrant its own separate video, and it kind of fits in with the theme of this video. So, happened this morning. Um, my wife likes to do research and find alternative treatments and things like that to help, fight the cancer and everything. And then, I'm a very open-minded person. I know she does it because she cares about me. She wants me to get better. So, I'm open to trying new things. And one of those strategies is to make the body more alkaline. And a way of doing that is by consuming products such as baking soda, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, things like that. Things that make the body more alkaline. So this morning, I decided to begin this. And I forgot all about the chemical reaction that happens when you combine baking soda with lemon juice, or any kind of acid, really. And it wasn't until I combined the two in a glass and, well, it didn't exactly explode, but it foamed up like super quick and I was barely able to contain the mess, that I was reminded, oh yeah, it creates a chemical reaction when you mix those two things. Well, I'm glad I did it in the glass and didn't drink one after the other and that reaction happened in my stomach, because that definitely would have sucked. I don't think it would have killed me. That's why I said, this reason for me being lucky to be alive is kind of a joke. I just thought I'd share it because it was a funny story and it kind of fit in with the theme of the video. So that was kind of the side story I wanted to tell. So now the real reason why I'm lucky to be alive, and something else that I didn't realize until after the fact, is that apparently when you have stage 4 cancer, when you've lost a lot of weight and muscle mass, when you have a hard time eating enough, and you're coughing and have breathing issues, getting a cold can be a life-threatening thing. I did not realize that. I was not aware of that until after I pretty much completely recovered from the cold, and people started telling me, wow, you're lucky to be alive. And, one of my best friends who, had cancer and survived was one of the people who told me that. And, I had medical professionals tell me the same thing. And so it's not just like random people saying that. It's like, okay, people who have gone through this or people who are professionals in this area are telling me that I'm lucky to be alive. So it was only at that point that I realized, crap, I could have died. And the thing is, like, to me, it was just kind of a reminder that at this point, I've gotten so accustomed to beating the odds that I don't even realize it when I do it anymore. It's only after the fact that it's like, oh, I could have died. I didn't. Cool, I beat the odds once again. I didn't realize that beforehand. Maybe my mindset would have been different going through this experience if I knew beforehand. I don't think so. I don't think it would really have affected how I felt and how I would have handled the situation. It's just kind of interesting to be aware of, this could have killed me. And it does explain why when I saw my doctor, my oncologist, a couple of days ago, he strongly recommended that I get the flu vaccine. That way, when flu season comes soon, I won't get the flu again, because as I now know, it can be very dangerous for me to get the flu in my current state. Now, on that front, I still haven't made an official decision. I believe that any kind of decision like that, it's important to speak to my wife and discuss things, and we can kind of make the decision together. Yes, at the end of the day, it is my body. I get the final say, but I find it important to discuss things like that with my wife. So We haven't taken an official decision, but she's kind of like me when it comes to vaccines. And the thing is, I've only received 2 vaccines in my entire life for COVID because it was mandatory in order for me to travel a couple of years ago. Aside from that, I have never once in my entire life received a vaccine for anything. And aside from the cancer, I've never really been sick. Yes, a cold every once in a while. I had asthma when I was young for a while. But, nothing major, no big issues. And I've always believed in my body's ability to handle itself. And so far, it always has. So, my initial reaction, and I still kind of believe that, is I don't think I want to get the vaccine. Simply because the upside of getting it is, okay, theoretically, it should protect me from getting the flu, but vaccines aren't 100%, so there's still a possibility that I could get the vaccine and still get the flu once again. And the downside of getting it is because I've never gotten any other vaccines in the past, my body is not accustomed to that, so it's pretty much guaranteed that I'm going to get some side effects as a result of receiving the vaccines, most likely fever and stuff like that. So at this point, I don't think I'm going to get it. My wife's like, hey, can you give me some time to think about it? I'd kind of like to process things. I'm pretty sure our decision will end up being, no, we're not going to get it. I already, survived getting the flu once while in this condition. So even if I were to get it again, I'm assuming it would be the same thing. Plus, by the time flu season comes along, I've been working out for a while. Hopefully the appetite will be better. And, I should be stronger and in a better situation to fight it if ever it comes to that. So no official decision has been made on that front. We'll see. But I personally am leaning towards not getting it. I'm pretty sure my wife's going to come to the same conclusion. And, once that's done, basically I have 3 weeks till my next meeting with the oncologist to decide and give him an official answer. So we'll see on that front. It's funny to kind of having gone through this situation and after the fact realizing, oh, this could have killed me. Well, I'm glad I'm not dead. So yeah, turns out I'm lucky to be alive. Then again, that also applies to a lot of things. Just, ignoring the flu and the cold that I had, just being alive in this situation, having stage 4 cancer, of a type of cancer that has no cure, given the fact that, given the fact that, twice so far in the last 15 months, there's been talks of, specific dates where I could be dead by that date. So, just the fact that I'm alive, period, is kind of a feat in and of itself. And the fact that I survived the flu while having stage 4 cancer is just another reason why I'm lucky to be alive. So, conclusion is, it's nice to be alive. So hopefully you enjoy these stories. Hopefully you also enjoyed the kind of joke reason for me to be lucky to be alive at the start of the video. Just thought I'd share it. It was funny. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.